This is raw, unfiltered violence, broadcast directly to an army of fans. And it's unlike anything I have ever seen before. Typically, fighting promotions have rules.
We've been over the rules, follow my instructions.
Fighters sign contracts, obey commissions, and play by the book. But what happens when a group of outlaws decide the book doesn't apply to them?
Let me show you King of the Streets. This is real fighting right here. UFC can't do this.
Is that a mat? Like, what are they fighting
They're
on?
not fighting on the mat. That's concrete.
Well, if you're fighting like those guys are on concrete, that is a whole different ballgame.
And this isn't just an illegal fight club. It's a complex business operation that's growing too fast to ignore. Yet, despite its sophistication, this fight club is so secretive that researching the story was almost impossible. So I pieced together different witness testimonies to get a glimpse of what it feels like to go deep inside the underground. My name is Raf, and this is Failure in Future. The secrecy around King of the Streets just feeds into the lore. It kicked off on the streets of Gothenburg, Sweden in 2013. The founders, dubbed the Hype Crew, wanted a fight club that was their own, something real, simple, and untamed. The rebellious nature of it all soon gave it a mythical appeal. While the UFC chased TV glory with polished weigh-ins and ESPN deals, King of the Streets didn't have any weight classes, drug tests, or rules. Just part sport, part social experiment, which helped them build a reputation of infamy. It wasn't long before the media started sounding the alarm. The cops increased the heat, people protested, and the legal threats piled up. But King of the Streets didn't fade, it blew up. Soon, grainy clips were racking up millions of views on YouTube, with their main channel reaching over 1.6 million subscribers. King of the Streets created a simple proposition: fight, win, get paid. No corporate middlemen, no endless negotiations. Paraphrasing an interview a fighter gave to Business Insider, you fight, you walk out with a rush and enough money to pay your bills, and then some. But it isn't just about the money. It's about much more. The way the Hype Crew has kept the club honest has become a cultural phenomenon. Abner Skullman Yoveres, a fighter who fought at King of the Streets, perfectly sums it up. I've seen sworn enemies embrace after fights. Men who would kill each other outside the cage showed genuine respect inside it. There's something about facing that level of truth together. King of the Streets didn't just build a fighting league. They built a world where outcasts found belonging.
I believe like these people created their own community by their own rules and by their own standards and what society has failed to give us.
And the relationship between fans and the sport is totally unlike anything else. Because a fan can step into the cage and get a taste of the madness. So how do you fund a complex operation like King of the Streets? This fight club is a business masterclass disguised as a counterculture revolution. Behind it all, there's a secret formula so brilliant that it turns King of the Streets into an underground empire. This isn't just violence, it's theater, an immersive experience that feels like stepping into another world. The film producer Victor Palm documented the organization over 2 years, and according to him, everyone there knows very well what they're doing. They've carefully chosen the color of the cage, the music, everything. You get hypnotized entering this universe. It's a world outside of society. Hollywood spends billions every year trying to captivate audiences with elaborate movies and theme parks. However, King of the Streets did it with some masks, music, and an abandoned warehouse. They've leveraged their mystique into multiple revenue streams, from selling merch to membership fees with tiered access where only the most loyal followers get the inside details. The entire operation is built on one principle: access is a privilege. Fight nights take place at secret locations only at the last minute, and everything happens on a need-to-know basis. Want to know where the next fight is? You need to know someone. Want to participate? You need to be vouched for. Want branded clothes? Limited runs only. And it didn't just work, it dominated. What makes King of the Streets truly remarkable isn't just its business model or its brutal fights. It's the fanatical loyalty it commands. While conventional sports fans might watch a pay-per-view, King of the Streets followers live and breathe for the collective. They communicate in coded language and feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. What corporate giants spend billions trying to manufacture through sophisticated marketing, King of the Streets achieved organically through authenticity. By operating on society's margins, they created the ultimate insider community. You're not just watching, you're involved, implicated, invested. So how does an underground fight club with no corporate funding create a cult-like following in an industry dominated by billion-dollar giants? Let's break it down. Find the weak spot. Every industry has cracks. While big leagues like UFC became more corporate, King of the Streets embraced the raw, unfiltered spectacle of fighting. Rally the misfits. King of the Streets didn't just sell fights, they created a culture. Their audience isn't a demographic, it's a brotherhood. Outcasts, rebels, and thrill seekers found something they couldn't get anywhere else. Make it exclusive. Every King of the Street event feels like a secret society gathering. No tickets, no ads, just word of mouth and a you're in or you're out mentality. Scarcity isn't a gimmick, it's what makes people crave access. Sell more than a product, sell identity. King of the Streets fighters aren't just brawlers, they're symbols. People see themselves in them. They represent something raw, honest, and untamed. The best businesses don't just sell products, they sell you an identity. Chaos creates opportunity. Most businesses fear chaos. King of the Streets thrived in it. They didn't fight the system, they exploited its blind spots. The uncomfortable truth? The biggest opportunities don't exist in safe, well-mapped spaces. They exist where others are afraid to look.